So this morning I went for a walk with my future wife-to-be, my future spouse, and we always have these wonderful conversations about faith, about God, about religion, about Jesus. And we were walking through the woods, and she said, "Do you think God is a man, male?" I could sense the deeper meaning to that. And she went on and she said, because a lot of female friends of her have trouble seeing God as a male, the masculine energy, because a lot of females in general have had bad experiences with men. I think we can be honest about that, right? Being dominated by men, being abused by men, being raped by men, getting paid less for the same work as men, being burnt at the stake by men, being stoned by men. Yeah, I understand where that feeling comes from. What is confusing to me, she said, is that Jesus was also talking about the Father. And then suddenly discernment kicked in for me. And I realized, first of all, how the agenda of the enemy, of Satan, has invested a lot of energy into making females distrust man, the masculine, and having men distrust feminine energy. But then I realized Jesus is the answer. It's crazy, but it truly is. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the one human being who was truly filled with both the masculine energy and the feminine energy. The perfect balance and the perfect answer and the perfect way is found in Jesus. Now, I can sense that, but I can also prove that. Because when God wanted to be born in the flesh, he picked a female, not just a female, a special female, Mother Mary. So Mother Mary, she was already carrying the egg, the female part, but there was no seed to fertilize the egg, because no man could be involved. So God put his masculine energy into Mary, creating immaculate conception. So there was no human male involved. And thus her firstborn, her son, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, would have the female part through Mother Mary and the male part through God, thus calling God his Father. Does that make God a man? No, because God is everything. God is everything. God is the wind. God is the air that you breathe. God is the sand beneath your feet. God is the food you eat, the water you drink, because God created it all, so his spirit lives in all. So God is both masculine, feminine, but to create the perfect human being, the perfect man, to redeem us of all our sins, he had to become man. He had to become the Father to Jesus Christ through Mother Mary. So I truly hope that helps when you feel offended by the thought God was called the Father, so he's a man, and the church has always been very unfriendly to the female part of the population, the feminine, so they made God a man with a beard. No, that's not true. God is not a man. God is not a woman. God is everything. He can be everything because he made everything and he is everything. He is omnipresent. He's everywhere in everything. Before, during, after. So, can God be a man? Yes. And he became the masculine to make sure, through immaculate conception, that the perfect man, Jesus Christ, was born to redeem us of all our sins when we accept him as the way, the life, and the truth.